We're back. What's up? My name is Nobody. So we'll go back to the screens. I had to take care of some things. Had to restart the screen and everything, so make sure everything was good to go. So we're watching Tesla. We see it come down to the 193. That's the support level. Now it hit down close to there. It bounced back up. We're watching that level closely. If it gets to 199, that's the resistance level. If it breaks through that, we should go to into the 200s. Now we're watching SPY. This is coming up. If you can't play a lot of money, you could just do some options on it, like one contract. One contract for a 400 call is about $100. And so we will play that for you guys just to show you, just to see. That's what you can do. So as this creeps up, you know, if you want to make a little bit of money, let's say 10% on your trade. For instance, I do have one bought right here. Come into the screen. It's right here. It's up $6, $7. It's on a $100 investment. That's one contract of it. If I want to get rid of it, I could hit send. It's going down, so the money's going down. So we'll get that off. When it gets back up to $10 or more, we'll get out. And that'll be up in this range right here. If it pops back up here around $399.65. Now, if you just want to play the SPY with money at $399 a share, there's 50 shares right there. We could sit here and hit buy, and it'd buy it. Usually I don't like to do anything until about 9:45. All right. So on Tesla, we're still watching this 193 level. We're not going to jump into that right away. We're watching it. Now there's 1,000 shares in this box. Of course, we're not going to buy 1,000 shares of Tesla at 193. But if you just want to trade 50 shares of it and work this bounce, you could. As you see, it's going pretty good back and forth in this small area. Now, if you just want to make small money, $10, $15, $20 at a time, you could do that with this. You go over to AMC. These are one of these meme stocks, right? So we have a $6 put on this stock. Yesterday, we bought 10 contracts of a $6 put expiring next week. That's where we think it's going to go back below $6. Low yesterday was $5.90. They're going to get a little push today because it's a meme stock, and it shouldn't even be over $4 this stock. It's all speculative. Now, IoT Samsara, we watch this digitally, right? So this is up $1.72 from yesterday on some good numbers. This stock was at $30, and I believe it will go back there. So invest in what you know. We know trucking, right? So Schneider, Samsara, those are the stocks I watch and play in the trucking industry. So we're watching Samsara. We're looking at maybe doing some $20 calls expiring in a couple months. I'll go further out on those. Just for some time. So we're still watching this setup. We got some things coming up. Feds are speaking today, interest rates, things like that. So that'll play a lot on this market to see what happens. All right, Tesla's starting to go back up. And we'll sit here and watch it for a minute. We might jump into Tesla. If it comes back and tests this 193 level, as you see it did right here, and it bounced back up. That's a support level. And so far, it's got close and it's always bounced back up. So if it does come back down here and test it again, we might buy it for the bounce. And SPY is coming back up. And we said that we would want a 10% gain, right? So if you got $100 invested, that's $10 on your money. So if I slide this over here, right now we're up 12.14. If I wanted to take that, I would just hit send, and then it goes out. And 102, 113. That's $11 on 100 on one contract, 100 shares. That's $11. So within a few minutes, it's a small thing. Usually I'd buy 10 contracts of that, but this is just a show. And if I would have bought 10 contracts, that'd be $110. Now, if you want to make $100 a day, you could be done for the day because that's your $100. If you make $1,000 a day, then of course you invest what you can risk, and that's what you set your limits at. Hold on a second, I got a phone call. So all right, we're not going to sit there and listen and talk to solicitors. I need to make sure there's no rate cons coming in yet. We got a lot of busy morning on a Friday. And of course you get these brokers that want updates all the time, even though you have tracking. Jeremy Jones, what's up, my friend? All right, we're testing that level. We got AMC flying here. So we'll watch this. And it's kind of late to get in now. I mean, you can get in, but you're taking a risk of a huge drop, right? Which that would have been a nice 1,000 share buy, down here in the 620s, because you'd be up another $150, and that'd be your day if that's what you want. So we'll watch this AMC. We might get in with some put action on this. If it gets up towards 650, then I'll do a 650 put. Expiration of today. Because it's not going to stay above there. SI, down here in the corner, we're watching this. That's Silvergate. A lot of crypto action today. So we're watching this right here. It's down 31 cents. Now this could be a decent hit for a little bit of money. Now I could buy 1,000 shares of that, but we're not going to do that. So we'll change this to 300 down here. See, this is getting close to 650 on AMC. It gets up to 650 or just above, we're going to do a 650 put. And to get that ready, I'll go in here. I'll do options, AMC. So here it is, expiring today. Whoops. Right now it's at 19.5 cents per option on the 650 put. We're going to wait till it gets above, so this will go even further down. 650 call is at 11 cents. $6 put is 3 cents. It's not going to go back down there. But as you see, you can get it for 28 cents for a week later. And if you come down here, it's 62 cents. And that's 2 weeks from now. All right, now here's Tesla rocking up to that 199. We're looking for the 199 level to see if it holds that resistance. And SPY is cruising on up towards 400. If we would have kept that one contract of it, we'd be up probably about $80 right about now on that. But I was just doing that for demonstration purposes to show people that you don't need a whole lot of money to make some money, right? To make 10% on your money in the market in a short period of time. Because that was an 11% gain. But if we would have held it, you know, we had been up 40 or 50% at least on that one contract. So AMC's got a quick little pullback here, and we might get in here and try this. Silvergate's down here at a low of 523. Let's say you want to make a little bit of money on that. So if you bought 300 shares of that, you're looking at $1,500. We'll switch it to 1,000. We might play this. We might put $5,000 in this. We're gonna keep watching that. Now, if you want to do the SPY on these run-ups, you could just buy the stock, or you could short it. If you think it's going to drop back down, you could hit the sell button. You can short this stock. You can short Tesla. The big names you can short. The smaller names like AMC, there might not be enough shares to get to short it. So that's out of play for a short position for most people, because the brokers you belong to might not let you short the stock. This got down to 523. It's back up to 538. That would have been a good 1,000 share buy, right? In just that few minutes. It did the bounce. Now, what I'm talking about shorting, this is up over 400. Can it hold this level? You know, it's got up here to 428 cents. I don't think it's going to hold that level very well. But we'll see. If we want to try to make a quick few dollars on it, this is how you do it. We'll let it creep up here. If it can get back above 400. I'm looking around the 410, 415 range up in here if I was going to try to sell short on it. All right, looks like it's having a hard time on that 400. So you could hit the button. We sold short 50 shares, and you'll see right here what we're doing. So Tesla's coming down. As you see, these will run together. If Tesla falls down, this will fall down. If Tesla goes up, S&P will go up. We're close to 650 on this AMC. So it's just a waiting game now, right? We'll sit here and wait and see what happens. We increased our position to minus 100 on the short, and we'll flatten it out. And that was a quick $8.77. So if you just want to make a little bit of money, so if you add that to the other one, it's 20 bucks. We could have done that in one shot and made over 100. But I'm just showing you, if you don't have a whole lot of money, you can increase your portfolio. If you do $100 a day, 5 days a week, that's 500 a week, and that's $24,000 a year. Here comes our Tesla play. And I got out of that short at the right time, right? Because Tesla flew up here. So we're going to watch this. Tesla's getting interesting now. And you want to take your time, right? This is why you can't be a day trader. It looks very confusing. It just takes practice and kind of watching what these are doing. We have our setup on Tesla is what we're looking at. People say, well, if you think it's going to go to 199, why didn't you buy down here at 193 and go there? Well, because we have a setup we're looking for. We want to make sure it tests these numbers before we jump in. So that's what we're waiting on. We're seeing if it'll go there. See, AMC did get above 650. It got up to 652, but fell back down. It's not going to stay up here, though. Tesla will go to another high today. So we see the S&P is up $2.57, up 0.65%. Yeah, so that's what we're waiting on. We'll just sit here and watch this stuff and see what happens. Nordstrom to close Canadian operations. That's why Nordstrom is up today. The market likes that. All right, so we're back down on the Silvergate, back down to 531 down here in the corner. Here, let me get myself out of the way. Down here, if they come back down at Tesla's low level, I might buy into this and get it on a bounce. Now this has a nice rise up. This might be a good time to short for a few dollars. Yeah, I got some more stuff coming in. So what else we got in here? Trucking for Fun still in here? I mean, you can even short Tesla, and if you want to, you don't want to risk a whole lot of money. You do 20 shares, 10 shares, whatever. You know, trade with what you're willing to risk. And risk factor. So if I shorted Tesla 50 shares and said, I don't want to lose more than 20 bucks. When this got down to a minus $20, you get out. If you don't set a stop, and you sit and watch it, just know your stop and just be consistent. And if you want to make $20, let's say, you let it rise up until you make your $20. Now, you can always scale out. So if you buy 50 shares, you could sell 10, then 30, then 20, and so forth. You can scale in and out of the position. Yeah, you're going to be 20 minutes behind on live trading for paper. So here we go again. Tesla's going to rise up again. It's probably going to go to 197 here. You can see the volume picking up right here. So you get the buyers coming into the market. We're going to 197. And there we are, 197. And of course, every time, if you watch stocks long enough, every time you cross the dollar line, you'll get a pull. Usually you'll get a pullback. Usually it just won't keep running and keep on going to the next. It'll do a slight pullback before it runs again. And as you can see, the S&P coming down as Tesla comes down. So it does affect this. So you don't have to buy both. If you think Tesla's going to run up, just buy Tesla. Don't buy both, because if they runs up, yeah, you'll make money on both, but you've got a lot of risk, because as this comes down, this is going to come down, and then you're going to lose double your money. So you just want to play one or the other at a time. You don't want to do both. All right, this is down here at 508, 510 on Silvergate. Do we want to jump in there? Let's look at the bigger chart. Oh, wow, look at that. Since crypto goes down, it's just constant downward trend. There's no level of a resistance down here. Yeah, Apple's a good stock for today. Let's put Apple in here. Yeah, Apple's got a good setup going on. They got some good stuff coming out in the market. Got some good information. That's why they're up today. All right, so let's do another option on SPY, and I use E-Trade to do that. So we're going to I'm going to wait till it comes back up here. If it could get back across 400.8, I will do a 400 put expiring today. That's coming down to 400 now. But you can make some quick money on these bounces. So as this comes down, if it touches the bottom of the wick here and pushes lower, you'll usually get a bounce back up on the wick. And 1030 is usually a downside of the market. Right around 1030, stuff usually goes down. So we're creeping up on X. It's 10 o'clock. How you doing on the paper trading? Trucking for fun? How you doing on that? Yeah, I suggest if instead of trading real money, trade paper money. Get a paper account, do your setups and all that, and practice. Because it's better to lose fake money than real money. Yeah, the SPY is falling. Learning a lot. I'm trading too many in one day. I need to develop discipline, but doing well overall. Yeah, you only want to pick maybe 3 stocks. 3 stocks for the whole day. Watch those 3 stocks and pick your buy and your sells on those stocks and try to stick to that plan. I got some more phone calls coming in. All right, I got to check something out here and we'll go back to the screen. All right, let's get back to the trading screen. Okay, here we are. See, SPY came down, got down here around 399.37. Still trying to hold this 400 mark. If it flushes to 399, they can't hold 399, then the 397 put will look pretty good at that point. Let's see what the 400 call is doing right now. That's at $1.09, $1.10. And if we look at a 398 put for today expiration, that's at 64 cents per share. $399.44, and we're heading south. So you could do like a unicorn, right? You could come in here and say, all right, we're at $3.99. A $3.95 is $4 lower, but it's 15 cents for a contract. So, or 100 for a share. So one contract's 100 shares, that's $15. If you want to throw $15 out there, and if it goes down there, you'll make a lot. You make good money on your return because that's a $4 that would go down, right? So right now it's at 18 cents. So you'd already been making money on that. If you bought 10 contracts when it was 15 cents, that'd be $150, and you made $30 already on that 150 because of that slight push. So let's see here. And we'll show you what I'm talking about. So we'll look at the 394. So we're at 399. So 395 is sitting at 17 cents. 394 is at 10 cents. And it all depends on what the market's going to be saying today, right? These Feds, when they come out, it'll affect what's going on. Apple's taking a slight turnaround, going south. So it's all about your setup, trucking for fun. Right? That's why I said pick 2 or 3 stocks and just look at those stocks. So, like for today, a good thing I didn't buy this SI, huh? It's down to 498 because there's no level down here. But of course, this has been shorted heavily. If this comes into a squeeze play, then you'll want to own some shares because you're going to make a lot of money. So let's zoom in on this. We've seen it got down here to 485. It's back up to 505. And it's got some good volume. So for instance, if you want to make $100 on this stock, and you say, okay, at $5 a share, I'm going to buy 1,000 shares, you could put your sell in if you wanted at $5.10. But I wouldn't do that. I would scale out. I would say, okay, I'm going to look for a 30-cent move. And then I'm going to sell 25% at $5.10, 50% of the shares at $5.20, and the other 10% at or other 25% at $5.30. That's how I would play it. So the SPY is under pressure. What's up, Shannon Thomas Trucking? What's going on? We are working and trading all at the same time. So I got to make sure that, I take care of business on both fronts. Multitasking. So that's what we're doing. We're going to watch this Silvergate here. If I had seen it down in the 480s like that, I'd have been interested in getting in at that point. How are you doing today? Indianapolis is cold. Well, good thing you're not up here. Do not come to Michigan, Shannon. It's supposed to get close to a foot of snow tonight, starting around 3 o'clock. It's not going to be fun. How much volume is considered high volume? Well, I like to see millions of shares traded, right? I don't want to just see, thousands. To me, I like to see millions traded. That way, the volume's there and coming in. And if you have scanners, set it for, you can set it for high volume. And it'll show you only stocks with a lot of volume. Because as you can see here in AMC, when it started making this move, you could see the volume increasing. Which means, you had a bunch of buy orders coming in pushing this stock higher and higher. And as you've seen the volume start decreasing off, it started making lower highs. It started falling down. So if the volume comes back into the stock, we could see a push. Sunday should be good. It'd be in the 40s, right? It would be in the 40s. Man, I got phones ringing off the hook. Spam caller. What else we got going on here? All right. I got to log on to C.H. Robinson's website and get a load off of there because they did not send me anything. All right, so let me go there and do that. Apple's going for new highs today. So we're getting a push. S&P back across 400. And this is where I might short it again because we're up only $14 on it, but I might short it up here again. We'll see if it pushes a little higher. Hold on a minute. Another phone call. Man, these listeners, they call you and call you. And this is where I want to short it up at the 440 in this range. But they call you and they sit there and they say, oh, you're looking for this. No, I'm not looking for that. And they just keep trying to sell you on something. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It takes time and practice. You can do it. That's right, Jerome. You can do it. So I hate solicitors. They drive me nuts. Let me go to my main screen because I gotta try to bring up a Raycon and I don't want it hitting the screen, right? Navisphere. We just got more trailers in, which is good. So now we just got to get some contractors, right? Fill those trailers. Phone calls off the hook. Yeah, we'll take that $6 off of that small position that we had there. Let's see here. Navisphere is not logging in. Gotta love it when things don't work. All right, so what load is it? It's got to be this one. Got 9,000 phones. 51. It'd be nice if they just sent you the document, wouldn't it? It'd just be nice. It's just so much work for them to send it to your email. All right, get access up here. Let's go back to the screen. You don't want to watch me do this here. Watch that. Yeah, I know, trucking for fun. We bought it 50 shares short. We got up $6 or $7, and then we got out. So we're building this profit on this SPY. And I do have a $3.99 put on this. That's just sitting there. And it expires today. So if it doesn't get down to where I want, then it'll expire worthless, and you just subtract that from your gains, right? And hopefully you're green on the day. That's all you can hope for. Put this rate con in, so let's see here. So other than that, we're having a beautiful day in Michigan, right? Beautiful day. Got snowstorm coming. It's supposed to be 40 to 50 mile an hour winds, Shannon. Up to a foot of snow, so you know it's going to get bad. And then tomorrow will be 40, Sunday 45, and then it'll all be gone. So it'll cause havoc for evening and Saturday morning travelers. And other than that, it'll leave just as fast as it came in. Tesla's still not getting to where I was looking at. And that's another thing. You do not have to trade every single day. If your setup does not come about that you're looking to do not trade. Because if you try to force stuff and push things, you will lose. Yes, can you get lucky? Sure, you can get lucky sometimes. But is it worth the risk? See, I might take a risk on Silvergate, but if it doesn't go anywhere, I could hold the stock because I know it's going to go back up because there's a lot of short interest. I think it's got like 80% or so. I haven't looked in a long time. I'm trying to move stuff out of the screens. I got some overlays in here. I'm trying to get this in the system for our driver. Now this is down here. It was at 490 and some change. So this $5 mark looks like it's trying to stay above $5. So we can scale into this position. If we want 1,000 shares, I could buy 500 now. And if it goes down below 5, I could do the other 5 and it'd cost average. And if it goes back up to 520 or 530, then we can start scaling out. But I'm going to hold off on it and see if it dips back below $5 one more time. If it gets back down here, 490, 488, I'll get in. It's at 499. So if it comes down just a little bit, we'll try it. And the reason why I like that play, because Jerome wants, in Trucking for Fun, wants to know things, what I look at is, I'm looking right here. 490 seems to be a support level. Right in this area. It's hit it twice right here. And it's bounced back up. It's only went down 2 times over here, but not very far down below. And then it gets it back above 5. And right up in here at 509 seems to be the resistance level where it can't get above 509. Now if it pushes above there and it comes back down, hits 509 and starts going back up, then that becomes a new support level. But right now, we're looking at the 490 as a support level. So if it comes back down and hits it, starts bouncing up again, it's time to play that stock. And of course, SPY is going to go to 401, it looks like. Let me hurry up and finish putting this in. Let's see, 9 o'clock appointment. So I picked 9 o'clock, but it doesn't want to take it. There we go. Yep, SPY is taken off. I can't short AMC because Ameritrade won't let me short it. They say there's no shares available. So I can't short it. I would if I could, but instead I buy the puts. It's the same thing as shorting, right? So just buy the puts, it's cheaper and less risky because you know you know how much money that you're going to lose if it expires worthless, right? So in actuality, options are much safer when it comes to shorting, buying puts, than shorting the stock itself. Because if you short the stock itself, then you have a potential risk of losing your whole portfolio. To where if you do the option, you're only going to lose what you pay for the contract. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Trucking for Fun? So like here at AMC, if when it got up to 650 and I said, well, I'm gonna short it, you'd be much better to buy the 650 puts and a lot of them. And if you said, okay, I'm willing to risk $200 on it, you buy as many puts at $200 would buy you, and there's your short, and as much as you can lose is 200. If the stock goes up to $10, you're only gonna lose 200. But if you short at 650 and you got, say, 1,000 shares, it goes at $10, you got to rebuy back. You got a $3,500 loss. If it goes to $30, right, and you don't have 30 grand in your portfolio, you're done. It's just way too much risk. So that's why I do puts. So on SPY, and you can read these wrong sometimes, right? So it's not the end of the day. If I bought a $3.99 put, and let's say I spent $100 on it, and if it doesn't get down to $3.99 or start getting down in the 400s, it could expire worthless. So you're going to lose, let's say you pay 90 cents a share for them, you're going to lose $90. But as you can see here, if you keep buying and selling like I've been doing and get this up to $90, and your put doesn't come profitable, then you didn't lose any money. You just averaged out. And it's just a flat day. It's not a green day. It's not a red day. It's a good day. You didn't lose anything. And of course, Silvergate, here's the play, right? It's at 520. So if we would have set that up at $5, right now at 520, we'd be getting some money out. So if we put 1,000 shares down here, and let's say we slowly went in. So we bought 5 at 500, right? 5 at 5, that's $2,500. And we got up to 510, we bought the other 500. Then when it gets to 520, we could take 25% of that out. If it gets to 530, take the other half, take half of that out, and then you still have 25% position. And you see Tesla, we're wanting it in 199. That's our resistance. So if it busts 199, we're buying Tesla. People say, well, you could have had it way down here, 195. Sure, you could have. But what if it didn't go up here? See, it's easy to look back and see what's going on and think that, hey, if you'd have done this, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But it could have went both ways, right? Now you can short Tesla here. It got up to just above, just like I told everybody, right? When it went above this 197, it started coming back down. It's not going to take another dollar jump all at once. It'll come down a little bit. So I have a $6 put option on AMC for next week, next Friday's expiration. So I got a whole week for it to get below $6. Why is this people keep calling? They're driving me nuts. Anybody want some of my phones for today? Yeah, Silvergate. It's coming back down. So if it comes back down, trucking for fun, to this $5 level, I'm gonna trade it. I'm gonna trade it this time. If I'd have traded it earlier, instead of talking on YouTube and doing some other things, and got my 1,000 shares down here, yeah, I could have made $300-400 on it already, and been out and call it a day. And so from 9:30 to 10:30, be done for the day. Because once I get to, like I said, if I get to my 100 to 500, I got a wide range, right? I'd like to make 100 to 500 a day. And when I hit in that range, I'm done. I'm done. I hit in that range. I call it quits. What do we got going on here? Oh, this is probably Uber. Unbelievable. They don't know where nobody's at. They got an app, but they don't know where nobody's at. Let me go back to the trading screen. Forex. My Forex is down a little bit today, but I'll keep that. Yeah, they're probably gonna hit the dispatch number. If they don't, oh well. Here they go.
Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. Press 1 to... To see if we could bring value with our platform as well. I was just curious, Jeff, if you're currently using any softwares for your dispatch, for your routing, for your driver payroll and accounting as well.
Yes, we have a TMS that we use already, so we're not interested.
You do, all right. Would you mind me asking though, Jeff, what kind of software that is you ended up going with?
Access TMS.
Access?
Yeah, it's a total platform including brokers.
Oh, okay. So you also have been doing brokerage for the operation?
I'm not interested though.
I completely understand. Just real quick question, sir, if you don't mind me asking. Does brokerage make up a huge part of your business?
Yeah, I'm not interested in the TMS.
Well, actually, Jeffrey, we just kind of been hoping though we could get an opportunity just for you to have a bit of comparison and for us to show you like additional information and how our platform goes, and for you to see if this is actually a best fit as well, just to add up a little value, just to bring up value on how our program actually works for the operation.
No, unless you want to,
Can I at least,
if you want to pay me to
go ahead,
use it.
sorry. I mean, can I at least send you an email for you to take a look on and how our platform goes, and maybe we could check back at a later time?
I mean, if you want to pay me to use your software, I can look at it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having
Okay.
my call still here, Jeff.
All right, thank
Have
you.
a great day today,
You
of course.
too.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Boom, boom, says Shannon Thomas. Boom. That's how you get rid of the solicitors, right? Just tell them, hey, pay me to use your stuff, and they're gonna hang up on you. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Where were we at? We were looking at Silvergate, right? Trucking for Fun said that's smart trading. Hopefully he did a paper trade on that when I was talking, and then he would have made some cash, right? Trucking for Fun. Yeah, so we're really not looking to make money, a lot of money today. We made our money for the whole week in the last 4 days. So today was just come in here, show a little bit of strategy, what you can do with very little money. And you can even play stocks under $1, right? And you can look at some of those names, but look at Samsara. right? Samsara is just busting. And I knew it was going to go high today. And that's a trucking stock, right? So that's a stock we like. It's going to go back to 30 bucks. It's going to go back to 30 bucks because they're one of the best ELD providers in the market. And they did an earnings call today. And look, they're just soaring. They're soaring. And this is where you could have made thousands today, right? I could have bought that 1,000 shares at 9:30 this morning at 18.25, and I'd have been up 2,000 bucks today. This was my play that I wanted to see, because here's your earnings call right here. And as you see what happened, the stock flies up to 18.98. And so on the open at 9:30, what you want to do, and this would have been my end time. Let me bring this in. Actually, what we'll do is, let me go here and let me put it on the screen. So this is what you want to look at. And this would have been my play. Always wait for the initial run up. So at 9:30, we had the run up. Okay? Then it fell down. This is where it started to run up again. So these people are driving me nuts. So you had a lower high here. Then it fell down, came back up, and this is where I would be getting in, because this right here started being the support. It fell back down, come back up to the support, then it busted the support, came back down, hit it again right here at 10.05. This would be your entry, because you see it come up, you see it fall down, you see it starting a new support level. It goes up above, tests the support. So once it tests the support again, this is where I like to buy in at. And if I'd been watching it instead of doing the YouTube channel and stuff, I would have bought here, because that's where it hit that support again. And as you see, the breakout. But I would only got in 25% at this area, right? 25% of the shares. And then as it starts breaking out, you had another half. So if you want to do 1,000 shares, I'd have got 250 here. When it started busting out, I'd have got 500 here, 250 up here, and then up in this area, I would start scaling back out. 25% sell. When it got to another level, high level, 50%, and then you could let the other 25% ride all day if you want, or even until the next day, because you've made a ton of profit. Just depends how much profit you want to take back with you in case it drops. But that would have been the scale. That's a perfect setup. And I trade this stock all the time. And this was my play of the day. You know, I have it written down on my notes. I got Tesla, IoT, and SPY. That's my 3 stocks today. I've missed my shot on this, so I'll wait for another setup to get in on IoT. So we'll enter Tesla back in here. Chart. I'm going to see what Snyder's doing, because that's another one of the stocks I follow. Snyder up 19 cents, 28.97. Then we'll go back to Tesla. Get my setup here. So Tesla is up to 196. And we'll put our SPY down here. Pick it from my list, hit the chart. This is the setup I like to use. We're at 401 and some change. And what do we want here? Apple or something? Here's Mullen. This is a cheaper stock. This is at 24 cents. But as you can see today, it was at 19 cents down here. When this stock will trade in this level up to 50 cents. Wait, that's the wrong one. That was JW. Where's Mullen? I thought I had it on there. MULN. Should be in the 20s. There it is. But as you can see down here, 21 up to 21.59. This stock will go up. My average price is 23 cents. So I got 2,000 shares of it. I sold it when it was up in the 40s. I rebought it again back at 23. So that was my entry point when it fell back down. And when it gets back up to 30 to 40 cents, I will sell it again. Because I have a year option, 50-cent option. I got a year out. I got 1,000 on that contract. I got 10 contracts of it, 1,000 shares of it at 50 cents for a year out. And if this stock gets any infusion from any other automotive or get bought out, then that'll be worth some good money. So it's a $50 lotto gamble, right? $50 lotto. All right, everybody. All right, we're back. Anybody still in here? Look at Silvergate, 535. Unbelievable. Yeah, so I did while I was out. I bought 10 contracts of SPY, $400 put, 57 cents. Sold it at 66, so that's $90. And that happened within 30 seconds. So that's that one. And then my other put that I have in there is for $3.99. So if it gets down closer to 400, then that one would start being a gainer for today too. So far today I've got $108 on SPY on a gain. Let's see what else we got going on. 548 on. They're pressuring this, so I just might do a quick trade on this just to see. We might come in here at 500 shares. Let's see what happens. Okay, what's the ETA for this pickup? Back to work, I guess. Be back in a minute. All right, we're back. If there's anybody in here still. Anyway, we got out of this position because as you see, we were down like almost $100. We got back up to 25 in the gain. We were up 30, but I did a market sell, which you're always going to go a little bit lower. So we got out at $25 profit there. But that was just to try it because we missed our entry point. So it was a gamble. It paid off. We're in the green on that. Now, Samsara, we're doing a 50 share short on this at this point because we're hoping that the market has a slight turn back. Even though our bands keep showing a straight up movement, I just don't believe that this stock has it to get above 2050 at this point. Because if you look at the line here, they're struggling with that spot. So I did a 50 share short at 2009. Because I'm looking at it to go somewhere around the 1939 is this next support level down here. I'm looking at a bounce back down to there. So that's what I'm holding for. I'm willing to risk, let's say $30. So if this gets down to minus 30, I can get out, still be positive for the day. Schneider. Let's take a look at Schneider. So as you see, he had this gap down. Then he had this gap up here on Friday. From Thursday to Friday, right? We had a nice big jump here. Tested up here, come down, retested this support line at 28.87, and then had the bounce. Came back down. It didn't hold it, come down, and it went back above. So if it comes back down to 28.87 somewhere in there and stays above it, you could try to hit it for today. But Schneider runs in a nice tight band, 27 to 30. So it's getting up there closer to their highs. I'm not a player on it in this spot right here. And of course on Silvergate, there's other things I could have done. When it was down here, I could have added more to my position, but it had that nice run up, right? So I took the chance. As you can see, if you draw a line, it's got a nice run up, still going up. This stock has been beaten down over a few days. Because if you scroll it out, you'll see where it was back here. Way up at $10. It's lost half its value in just a few days. So that was a nice recovery, right? Trucking for you. We didn't lose any money. We gained a little bit. I'm still waiting on SPY to come down into the 399s. It might make it there because we're at 460. If it does a nice push, you might get a little news or something, push it down. Tesla drops a little more, back to the 193 level. SPY will be down to 399. If it gets back down to there, then it's money in my option. Got out of the Silvergate at the right time, right? It's dropping. Would have let you got it for a $50 gain, but it was up almost 35, and I should have did a limit sell, and I got around that 35 mark, but I just did market, closed it out real quick, and that's the difference, right? Because it's whenever it hits that market. So you're not guaranteed, the price. I should do a 401 put on this. Another phone call. Hello? Another solicitor. Yeah, OT's is struggling with the 250, right? It's struggling. That's the resistance line. It popped above it a little bit, but you see it fell right back down. If it pops above and stays above, I'm going to have to take my loss on this short because it could go to 21, and I don't want to be holding it short if it's going to go up. But for them, a 21% gain for the day is huge. Can they keep the 21% until close? I don't think so. That's why I'll keep the short there. Unless, it starts soaring, then I'll have to bail out. And then I'll short it at a higher spot. So it's testing it's testing the 2050. CME crashing. Let's go to CME. Yeah, that's a nice downward movement, isn't it? We need a pullback in the market today. It's Friday. If things start crashing, it's good for us. Let me open my E-Trade back up. $401. Let's see what the put is on that, on the SPY. 98 cents. 97. Alright, maybe we'll trade that. Because it's climbing up above, so it makes it a little cheaper for us. 401. We're going to do the put. Let's go low. Let's only do one contract on this one instead of 10. Okay, we're in on that. Let's see what we're in at price wise anyway. We're in at 95 cents per contract or per share. So what we'll do is we'll go here, we'll go options so we can watch it on this screen. Loading. And we're looking for the 401s. So see this right here? This will tell us what it's doing. It's at 93 cents. So we're down $2.86 because we got it at 95 cents. So as this goes up, of course this is going to go down. So we need this to go down below 401 by the end of the day. Yeah, so when I bought those 10 contracts of SPY, it only had to move. It only moved a 9-cent move for 90 bucks. And I got out. You see Samsara, it just can't hold that 2050 mark. Here it goes back above it, but it's having a hard time pushing past it. So I think we're going to be good with this short. Because before the end of the day, this is going to drop. Another call. All right, we're gonna shut her down for today, or I could just leave it running. You guys want me to leave it running? I gotta run an errand, so I can just leave it on there. As you can see on this put here, we had 95 cents. We're up $4 on it because it's only 100 shares. So as this keeps dropping, this goes up. Depends on where we want to get out at, but so this needs to get below 401 to really make anything worthwhile on that.